Picture yourself in ancient India thousands of years ago. A young student sits cross-legged before his guru on the banks of the Ganges. The student has been practicing meditation for years, performing complex rituals, chanting mantras until his throat is raw. Yet enlightenment seems as distant as the stars. He approaches his teacher with frustration, asking, "Master, why does awakening elude me when I follow every practice with such dedication?" The guru smiles and points to the river. "Watch the water," he says. "Tell me, does it struggle to flow?" The student observes the effortless movement of the current. "Now," continues the guru, "try to push the river faster with your hands." The student plunges his hands into the water, pushing frantically, but the river flows exactly as before. "This," says the guru, "is your problem. You are trying to push the universe instead of flowing with it." This ancient wisdom holds the key to what modern science now calls quantum manifestation. You see, for centuries, spiritual traditions have understood something that quantum physics is only beginning to verify. Reality is not fixed, not solid, not separate from consciousness. It's fluid, responsive, alive. And the secret to manifesting your desires lies not in forcing outcomes, but in understanding how to dance with this living field of possibility. Most people approach manifestation like that student, pushing against the river. They believe that if they just visualize harder, affirm more forcefully, or raise their vibration through sheer willpower, they'll finally break through. But what if I told you that this very effort, this pushing, this trying so hard, is precisely what keeps you locked out of the quantum field's infinite potential? Quantum manifestation is breathtakingly simple. So simple that your mind will resist it. So simple that you'll want to complicate it, add steps, create elaborate rituals. But the truth is this: the quantum field responds to coherence, not effort. It mirrors your being, not your doing. It reads your energetic signature, not your wish list. Right now, you exist within a sea of infinite possibilities. Every potential version of your life, every dream, every outcome exists as a probability wave in the quantum field. These aren't just metaphors or mystical concepts. They're mathematical realities described by quantum mechanics. The question isn't whether abundance, love, or success exist for you. They already do, in potential form. The question is, which probability will you collapse into your lived experience? This is where most people stumble. They think manifestation is about getting what you want. But quantum manifestation is about becoming the person who already has it. It's about shifting your frequency to match the reality you desire, not trying to drag that reality to your current frequency. Think about it this way. If you're trying to tune into a jazz station but your radio is set to heavy metal, no amount of demanding jazz will change what you hear. You have to change the dial. Your consciousness, your state of being, your energetic frequency, that's your dial. And most people are trying to hear abundance while staying tuned to lack, trying to experience love while broadcasting loneliness, trying to manifest health while vibrating in fear. You might be wondering, but how do I change my frequency? How do I shift my dial? This is where we need to understand the observer effect, one of the most profound discoveries in quantum physics. At the quantum level, particles exist in multiple states simultaneously until observed. The act of observation collapses the wave function, transforming possibility into actuality. Here's the game-changing insight. You are always observing. Your consciousness is always collapsing some version of reality into form. But most of this observation happens unconsciously. Your beliefs, your expectations, your emotional patterns, these form the lens through which you observe and therefore create your reality. The ancient yogis knew this. They called it dristi, or way of seeing. They understood that what you perceive is shaped by the perceiver. Change the perceiver, change the perception, change the reality. Modern neuroscience confirms this, showing that our brains don't passively receive reality. They actively construct it based on our beliefs. past experiences, and expectations. So when you try to manifest from a place of lack, fear, or desperation, you're not actually trying to create something new. You're unconsciously reinforcing the very reality you want to escape. It's like pressing harder on the gas pedal while your emergency brake is engaged. More effort just creates more resistance. This brings us to the heart of why quantum manifestation is so simple, yet so rarely practiced correctly. The simplicity lies in this. Stop trying to change your external reality and start embodying the internal state of already having what you desire. But this simplicity terrifies the ego mind. The ego wants complexity, wants to earn its desires through struggle, wants to feel in control of the process. Let me share something that might shake your current understanding of manifestation. The quantum field doesn't care about your affirmations. It doesn't respond to your vision boards. It's not impressed by how many times you write down your goals. These tools can be helpful, but only if they shift your state of being. The field responds to coherence, to the alignment between your conscious desires and your unconscious beliefs, between your thoughts and your feelings, between your words and your energy. Most people are incoherent. They say they want abundance while feeling poor. They declare readiness for love while protecting their heart. They affirm perfect health while bracing for illness. This incoherence creates static in your signal to the quantum field. Instead of broadcasting a clear frequency, you're sending out noise. Your body knows this truth. Notice how you feel when you're in alignment versus when you're forcing. Alignment feels like ease, like flow, like that river the guru pointed to. Forcing feels like tension, like struggle, like swimming upstream. Your body is your most accurate guidance system, constantly showing you whether you're in coherence or resistance. But here's where it gets interesting. The moment you try to force yourself into alignment, you've already lost it. It's like trying to fall asleep by concentrating really hard on sleeping. The very effort creates the opposite result. This is why so many people feel exhausted by manifestation practices. They're turning alignment into another task to master, another way to prove their worthiness, another form of self-improvement. Real alignment happens through surrender, through letting go of the need to control outcomes. But don't misunderstand, surrender isn't passive. It's not giving up. It's giving over. It's releasing your white-knuckle grip on how things should unfold and trusting the intelligence of the quantum field. It's moving from the frequency of "I need this to happen" to "I'm available for this to happen." This shift from needing to allowing is the master key to quantum manifestation. When you need something, you're affirming its absence. You're broadcasting lack. When you allow something, you're creating space for it to enter. You're broadcasting readiness, openness, receptivity. Think about the last time something wonderful happened unexpectedly. Maybe you ran into someone who became important in your life, or an opportunity appeared out of nowhere, or a solution to a problem suddenly became clear. Notice the quality of your state before these synchronicities. You probably weren't desperately seeking. You were likely relaxed, present, open. That's the frequency of allowing. This is why gratitude is so powerful in manifestation. Real gratitude, not the forced kind, shifts you from seeking to receiving. It aligns you with abundance by acknowledging what's already present. It's like tuning your radio to the abundant station. Suddenly, you start picking up all the abundant signals that were always there but outside your frequency range. But let's address something crucial that most manifestation teachings skip over: your subconscious programming. You can consciously practice gratitude all day long, but if your subconscious is running old programs of unworthiness, scarcity, or fear, those programs will sabotage your efforts every time. Your subconscious mind is like the operating system of a computer. It runs most of your life automatically, controlling your breathing, heartbeat, digestion, and also your habitual thoughts, emotional reactions, and behavioral patterns. Scientists estimate that 95% of your brain activity is subconscious. This means that most of your reality creation is happening below your conscious awareness. This is why you can affirm abundance while your subconscious whispers, "Yeah, right. People like us don't get to be wealthy." Or you can visualize perfect health while your subconscious holds memories of illness in your family lineage. These subconscious patterns create interference in your manifestation signal. The good news is that you can reprogram your subconscious, but not through force, not through repetition alone, not through trying harder. The subconscious responds to emotion, to felt experience, to embodied practice. This is why meditation is so powerful. It allows you to bypass the conscious mind's chatter and plant new seeds directly in the subconscious soil. But here's what most people don't understand about meditation and manifestation. The goal isn't to empty your mind or achieve some special state. The goal is to become familiar with your current frequency so you can consciously choose a different one. It's about developing the sensitivity to notice when you're in alignment and when you're not. As you develop this sensitivity, you start to understand that manifestation isn't about making something happen. It's about removing the obstacles to what wants to happen. It's about getting out of your own way. The universe is already conspiring to bring you everything you desire. Your job is to stop blocking the flow with your resistance, doubt, and need to control. This brings us to a profound truth. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. The quantum field mirrors your dominant frequency, not your fleeting desires. If you want abundance, you must become abundant in your being. If you want love, you must become love. If you want peace, you must embody peace. But how do you become something before you have it? This is the paradox that stops most people. They wait for external circumstances to change so they can feel different internally. But quantum manifestation works in reverse. You change internally first, and external circumstances rearrange to match your new frequency. Start small. If you want financial abundance, begin by feeling abundant about what you already have. Notice the abundance of air you breathe, the abundance of cells in your body working harmoniously, the abundance of possibilities in each moment. This isn't positive thinking or denial of current circumstances. It's frequency training. You're teaching your system to recognize and resonate with abundance in all its forms. If you want love, start by being loving, not just to others, but to yourself. Treat yourself with the tenderness you'd offer a beloved. Speak to yourself with kindness. Care for your body with reverence. This isn't selfishness. It's frequency alignment. You're becoming a vibrational match for the love you seek. The ancient sages understood that the outer world is a reflection of the inner world. They knew that to change your reflection, you don't try to manipulate the mirror, you change what's being reflected. This is the essence of quantum manifestation, becoming internally what you wish to experience externally. But here's where most people get stuck. They try to fake it until they make it. They put on a mask of abundance while feeling poor inside. They perform confidence while drowning in self-doubt. This creates more incoherence, more static in your signal to the quantum field. Authentic transformation requires honesty about where you are while holding space for where you're going. It means acknowledging your current fears without feeding them. It means feeling your doubts without believing them. It means experiencing your limitations without accepting them as permanent. This is the art of quantum manifestation, holding multiple realities simultaneously. You can fully acknowledge your current bank balance while knowing abundance is your true nature. You can be single while feeling the love that's approaching. You can experience physical symptoms while aligning with perfect health. The key is not to deny your current reality, but to not be imprisoned by it. Your current circumstances are just one possibility that has been collapsed from the quantum field. They're not more real or permanent than any other possibility. They're simply the result of past observation, past frequency, past coherence or incoherence. Every moment offers a new choice point. Every breath is an opportunity to shift your frequency. Every thought is a chance to align with your desires rather than your fears. But this requires vigilance, not the tense kind that creates more resistance, but the gentle kind that notices when you've drifted off course and lovingly guides you back. Think of it like learning to ride a bicycle. At first, you wobble constantly, overcorrecting, tensing up, making it harder than necessary. But gradually, you develop a feel for balance. You learn to make micro adjustments without drama. You discover that relaxation, not tension, keeps you upright. Quantum manifestation works the same way. Initially, you'll notice yourself out of alignment frequently. You'll catch yourself in old patterns, radiating lack, doubt, or fear. Don't judge this. Don't make it wrong. Simply notice and gently shift. Each time you do this, you strengthen your manifestation muscles. The universe is infinitely patient with this process. It doesn't judge your mistakes or delay your good because you wobbled. It simply responds to your dominant frequency over time. This is why consistency matters more than perfection. Small, consistent shifts in your state of being create massive changes in your external reality. But here's a secret most manifestation teachers won't tell you. The goal isn't to manifest specific things. The goal is to become a conscious creator, to remember your true nature as a being who shapes reality through awareness. The things you manifest are just byproducts of this remembering. When you truly understand this, manifestation becomes play rather than work. You realize you're not trying to convince a stingy universe to give you what you want. You're playing with the field of infinite possibility, exploring what wants to emerge through you, discovering what lights you up from the inside. This playfulness is crucial. The quantum field responds to the lightness of being, not the heaviness of need. When you can desire something without desperately needing it, when you can want something while being complete without it, that's when manifestation becomes effortless. This doesn't mean you become indifferent to outcomes. It means you become unattached to specific forms while staying connected to the essence of what you desire. You might want a specific job, but the essence is creative expression and financial flow. You might want a particular person, but the essence is love and connection. When you align with essence rather than form, the universe has infinite ways to deliver your desires. As you practice this, you'll notice something remarkable happening. Synchronicities increase. Opportunities appear. People and resources show up at perfect timing, not because you're forcing anything, but because you've stopped interfering with the natural flow of abundance that was always trying to reach you. You'll also notice that your desires themselves begin to change. As you align more deeply with your true nature, what you want becomes more aligned with who you really are. Surface desires fall away, replaced by deeper callings. You stop manifesting from ego and start manifesting from soul. This is the ultimate secret of quantum manifestation. It's not about getting what you think you want. It's about becoming who you really are. And who you really are is a creative force, a conscious participant in the unfolding of reality, a co-creator with the universe itself. The ancient Indian sages called this sahaja, the natural state. They understood that enlightenment isn't about achieving something special. It's about relaxing into what you already are. Quantum manifestation works the same way. It's not about becoming something you're not. It's about releasing everything that's not truly you. So as you move forward from here, remember the lesson of the river. Stop pushing. Start flowing. Stop trying to make things happen. Start allowing them to happen. Stop seeking outside yourself. Start recognizing the infinite creative power that you already are. The quantum field is waiting for your signal, not the signal of your desperate wanting, but the signal of your aligned being. Not the noise of your mental chatter, but the clear tone of your coherent presence. Not the force of your will, but the power of your surrender. You are not separate from the field. You are the field temporarily focused into this particular form. Your desires aren't foreign objects you're trying to attract. They're aspects of yourself you're ready to embody. Your manifestations aren't rewards for good behavior. They're natural expressions of your true frequency. This is why quantum manifestation is so simple. You don't have to learn anything new. You just have to remember what you've always known. You don't have to become worthy of your desires. You just have to remove the false belief in unworthiness. You don't have to earn abundance, love, or success. You just have to stop blocking what's already yours. The simplicity is what makes it challenging for the mind that wants to complicate everything. But your heart knows the truth. Your body knows the truth. The deepest part of you has always known the truth. You are the creator of your reality, not through force, but through frequency, not through doing, but through being, not through pushing the river, but through becoming the flow itself. So take a breath right now. Feel into this moment. Notice where you're holding tension, where you're trying too hard, where you're pushing against what is. And just for now, let it go. Let yourself flow with the current of life. Let yourself trust that everything you desire is already on its way to you. Because in the quantum field, it already exists. In the realm of infinite possibility, it's already yours. Your only job is to align with that truth, to embody that reality, to become the living bridge between potential and manifestation. This is quantum manifestation explained, not as another technique to master, but as a remembering of what you are, not as a way to get things, but as a way to become more fully yourself, not as a struggle against reality, but as a dance with infinite possibility. The river is flowing, the field is responding, the universe is conspiring. Are you ready to stop pushing and start receiving? Are you willing to let it be simple? Are you prepared to discover that everything you've been seeking has been seeking you? The choice is yours. The moment is now. The quantum field awaits your signal.